On today's vlog, we go and get some eggs and snakes. A big puppy. Wow.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let's go find some eggs, buddy. Which ones do you think we should get? How about the green ones? Been having a rash of eggs lately where you open them up and they look fine, but then they're like broken on the bottom or stuck, and so when you try and take them out, they break. Don't want that.
Let's go. Hey, Michael.
Hey, you like plums?
Yeah. Look at these big ones.
Yeah, peaches. Pretty cool. Those are nectarines. Yeah, those are emo apples. They have cases of boiling soda. I'm not sure if they're for sale, but they kind of look like it. That's awesome. Yeah, we're not getting any treats.
Why?
No treats this morning. We got eggs. We're gonna go have breakfast. We're gonna go make some sausage. It's a pretty lazy Saturday morning here in the Rivas household. Just gonna make some breakfast, but I think I'm gonna try and get back to Summer Invasion today. Probably be a little busier, a little more exciting, maybe some stuff happening on the lake. We'll check that out in a little bit. So it's never a bad thing every once in a while just kind of like reboot your system with food. I can tell you a story of when I worked at McDonald's. I worked my way up to the like lowest level manager, and then your food was basically free. I probably ate like 25 meals a week there, and it was really bad because I was sleeping like 11 hours a night and eating like a 2-hour nap, and I did something like what we're doing, 30 days of eating really healthy, and it kind of helped me get back on track. So no wheat, no sugar, no dairy, except when I cheat. Which I do cheat, but Megan doesn't cheat, but I cheat. I'm not cheating here. We're making a lot of stuff from scratch, and it's good. Part of the reason why we need to do a little reboot is because we've had newborns since September, and we took one in, and then in February we took in another newborn. So we really haven't slept in 9 or 10 months, and eventually that kind of drains on you. So a little reboot is in order. These sausage patties I made, though, pretty darn good. That seems better. Eh? Oh yeah. Alright, Megan's mom is over helping her out with the kids and they're chatting. Some are sleeping. Anyway, I'm gonna run on some errands. Sounds fun. Why? Because. Alright, so Sunday, not today, I want to get one of these. These are like fancy like gimbals that you hold and it makes things super smooth. Check this out. What do you think, Crosby? Just look how smooth this thing is. Hey, hopefully this looks cool. I can't actually see, but... Absolutely. How much is this thing?
1,800, I think.
So when I have a spare $2,000, we'll get one of these.
Boosted board.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Boosted board before Ronin. like those guys a lot. I always have fun every time I go in there. That's a good kind of retail experience, when you have fun when you go to the store. Okay, so now we're gonna switch topics completely and talk about cars. Now, for me, cars need to have 4 things to kind of fit on what I would call my practical bucket list, meaning a car that I'm actually going to buy and drive. There's a bucket list of all sorts of cars I would love to have, but ones that I could actually convince myself to buy. And my 4 things that I need personally are, need to be practical, meaning it has 4 doors because we've got kids. They need to be somewhat economical, meaning they don't burn through like mounds and mounds of gas, but they also do need to be fun to drive. And the 4th one for me on my bucket list is a manual transmission. Now, the Volvo that I'm often driving kind of checks 3 of those. It's practical, 4 doors, it's economical, it does reasonably well on gas, and it's pretty fast and, you know, good to rip around in, but it does not have a manual transmission. And for me, I love a manual transmission. So I'm kind of here at Bennett looking at cars, because there's actually a car they brought in that is like checks all the ones, and the 5th one, which is actually kind of reasonably affordable. Now, one of my favorite cars right now is actually right here. That is a Ford Focus ST, and it checks all the boxes except the 5th one, which is just way too much money for me. But not too far away over here is another little special vehicle. Ta-da! This is a Honda Civic Si. This one happens to be a 2009, which means that it's a little bit older, so it's a little bit more affordable. It has 200 horsepower, 6-speed manual transmission, 4 doors, Honda, reliable, 4 doors, practical. It kind of checks all the boxes for me. I'm not sure I want to spend the money right now, but I may check it out. Another thing you maybe haven't figured out about me yet is that I like change a lot. In fact, I've probably owned about 12 or 13 vehicles in 12 years. Maybe switch a vehicle a year. I just love trying different things in pretty much every aspect of my life, and cars are one of them. So, we'll see. Anyway, my Volvo has 290,000 kilometers. And as I started to do a little bit more traveling, I trust it, like I really trust it immensely. But if something went wrong, I just put like brand new brakes and suspension. I've done lots of stuff in it, but I don't know how much more money I want to keep putting into it. It needs a new windshield, right? We all know that from the vlog.
Handing out keys and the plates for the Civic.
Oh, what do you know? Was it for me?
Yes.
Guys, you should meet Ryan Bourgeois. One of the greatest people on the planet. If you need a vehicle, you should definitely come see him. Right?
I agree.
So the first test is to make sure that the bare necessities fit in this vehicle, you know, of course. Oh yeah, tons of room to spare. Okay, this is the SI, so it's a sportier version, so maybe not everybody loves red stitching, but, you know, I'm not quite 30 yet. I will be soon. So I can pull this off still, I think. Anyway, let's take it for a rip. Here's my top tips for when you are test driving a vehicle of what you need to do. 1, check out the stereo for a brief minute, but other than that, keep it off. You want to be able to hear everything that's going on around you. In the case of this one, there's like a weird squeak in the clutch. Now, it's not a big deal. It's not going to be a deal breaker, but it's something that I heard, but you want to listen for suspension and knocks and anything that just doesn't sound quite right. That's really important to be able to check out. The other thing too is take it in a few different scenarios. Like oftentimes you're tempted just to drive it around the block, get it on the highway, get it somewhere where you can get up to speed there. You're going to hear different things. Also, find a corner to go around reasonably quickly, like a clover leaf or you know, a big sweeping turn that you can take it at a reasonable, safe amount of speed, but do something where you're moving a little bit faster. Again, you're basically trying to push the car a little bit to find out how it's going to respond. Don't be afraid after it's warmed up to take it and rev it all the way through the rev range. Give it a couple of pulls just to make sure that nothing weird is going on. You'll feel or know if something seems a little bit funny. But yeah, push the car a little bit, try something out. If it's a clutch like a manual like this one, it sounds terrible to say, but you need to find a couple of times, you're not bagging the car, but where you can let that clutch out quickly and see how it grabs to make sure that your clutch isn't gone. So even me, I'm gonna just rev it up a little bit and kind of drop the clutch and just make sure that it isn't slipping and troubling to get it. And you know, it's not about the tires getting traction, it's just about the clutch, and you'll know and you'll smell if it's, you know, not in good shape. But do those things and you'll generally figure out what's going on. Don't be afraid to try every single button in the car too. That's really important. Like try the heated seat, try the heated, I don't know, anything you can that's electronic just to make sure and find out what works and what doesn't work. I think Megan knows me well enough to know that I wouldn't just buy this car, but let's tell her I did and see what happens. I bought a car.
You did? Nice vehicle. I forgot that's what you were doing.
It's one of the things I was doing.
Can't believe how low it is compared to...
A minivan?
Yeah. Don't put me on camera like this.
Guaranteed she is going to love how loud that exhaust is. So?
Pretty fun car.
Oh, she thinks it's fun.
Nice, I'm gonna stand it again. That's a little gutsy car. I'm shocked, actually.
Did I tell you it's Honda's highest sport model?
No.
It's the Special Boy Racer version. How do I feel about this car? I really like it. Again, checked all those boxes for me. Also, the stereo's good, so that's nice. Drives really nice. It's mostly going to be a city car, so it's great around that. It's a little noisier on the highway than some other ones because it's sporty. But with some music, you wouldn't notice at all. And only 58,000 kilometers on it, so it's got lots of life left, and everything about it feels actually really solid. Clutch is good, brakes are good, handle's good. I think it's a quality pre-owned vehicle. Just really now about trying to see if we can make the dollars and cents make sense. Here's the thing about vehicles you need to remember. Buying a vehicle is a hugely emotional decision. And there's so many emotions from the things that you love about cars, you end up falling in love with it, and then the worry and fear about paying for a car and all that kind of stuff, is it can swing you all sorts of other ways. And so you just don't have to make a rash decision. So gonna take some time, think about it, not do anything too crazy, find out if there's anything else that seems a little bit funny about it, find out how much it costs, and we'll make a decision. Don't have to do that right now. I also find it fascinating to see what CD the previous owner left in here, because people always leave their CDs in. In the minivan, it was like some crazy rap, lots of mother effer type of language, which is funny for, a big family minivan. In this one, it's... I don't know all the words. It's fine. Yeah, this is a car. You think it's cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta give the boss a try. Absolutely. This kid basically just always wants me to go fast, so I've told him this car's fast, and he likes fast, right? Do you want to go fast?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, slow.
You want to go slow?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think, buddy? Should we get this car?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think it's cool? Because you can roll the window up yourself. Okay, well, today didn't go exactly how I was thinking it was going to go. Thought I'd go to Summer Invasion. Didn't work out because it didn't open till 2, and instead, I think I just bought a car. I'm very, very close. Gonna get inspected, finalize it early this week. Anyway, that's it for me. Peace.